Well, first of all, let's double check the Argo. We got a couple of mechs that need work. General Quarters is still out. I say we just hit the command center. I mean, I don't normally rename mechs for that reason, but maybe we should. Maybe we should. I don't know. We'll consider it. Yeah, that's the problem, Northman, is what happens when more than one pilot dies in it. Does it then become a cursed machine where instead of the kills, they don't put the kill marks on it, they put the death marks on it? How many pilots have died in this machine? Which is kind of morbid. A duo might not be bad. A duo could be good. It's a heavy mech duel. We're not gonna get anything as far as salvage is concerned, so I think, as always, with a duel, we're gonna take the money. It's also in a polar environment, which means we can use our laser boats to good effect. Let's go ahead and clear out the Lance comp. And what do we have in the heavy range? Obviously, we've got Timberwolf after Timberwolf after Timberwolf that we could take. We've got the Summoner, we've got the Grasshopper, and of course we've got the Commander and the Diet Awesome. I mean, I think we have to let the Commander get some field time. Duels is where we belong at this point. So we have options. We can go with the nice rack. We can go... Oh, well, they're not going to let us do that. We could go with the big SEMO, but that's got minimum range attached to it. Honestly, I think the nice rack isn't a bad choice. The rotary dial, also not a bad choice in a duel, at least. I mean, Mate, the thing that I always say when people bring up dark humor is that dark humor is like food because not everyone gets it. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about my sense of humor, I don't know what else to say. Maybe we put in the Saturday Night Fever. AFP hasn't had a chance to get out on the field yet. And the Saturday Night Fever is a pretty well-designed dueling mech. So let's give this a shot and see how it works. Oh no, Northman, it wouldn't be some salty-ass NCO. It would be me personally coming to give the dressing down if I found out somebody was out there disrespecting somebody on the memorial wall. Those names on the wall are to be spoken with reverence, goddammit. Even if you don't know who they are, even if you don't know what they did, you say those names like they have meaning, because they do. Even if the meaning isn't yours. And Snoopfra, glad to see you. Glad you could join us on a Saturday stream. Hopefully it's going well. If it's evening where you are, then hopefully your day has been good. Relaxing just a few days before Christmas. Don't know if you celebrate, but happy holidays to you all the same. And here we go. Enemy contact. Good. I like it when we don't have to chase our enemies in a duel. Correct, Mate. Even if they ejected on the very first mission and were never recovered, I still feel bad about that.
Receiving you.
That's not how I wanted that to go down, but we didn't have a choice. We're not quite going to be in sensor ping range, but we can obstruct the view a little bit. Now, what are we dealing with? We're dealing with an avatar, okay. And an archer. Okay, well, this is probably the first time we've seen both of these in this campaign. And they're both gonna be dangerous in their own little way. So we kind of got our work cut out for us here. But that's okay, I like a challenge.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but it was worth a chat.
Negative damage.
Well, that's fair, Snoop Frog. I'll say then, hopefully you're having as relaxing a holiday as you can under the circumstances.
Commander. Got it.
I gotta say, the Saturday Night Fever has actually been much more useful ever since we made that big upgrade to the engine. The ability for this thing to move more than 3 hexes a turn was a huge, huge upgrade. And of course, we'll give him the full alpha.
Engaging.
Laser vomit being what it is and all. Now, we'll have to be careful with these guys, because even though we have more weapon systems, they have a lot of big guns, so they can very quickly turn the tide of this fight with just a few shots. But we'll do what we always do, and we will focus our enemies down. Chad, if I use the active ping from the probe, does that end my turn, or do I still have the ability to fire? And I see you, Sierra, so hydration incoming. Ends the turn. Alright, well, good to know. No ping, men. All ERPPC, all day, day.
Let's see how you like this.
Now let's see what you're gonna respond with. Oh, a little missile and laser vomit of your own. Okay, alright.
Damage is light.
Well played.
Receiving you.
Oh, well. Dang it. I was about to say we were gonna melee. Unfortunately, we are not quite in melee range because the charge is not great at this weight class. What is great, though, is more full alpha from a laser boat. Actually, you know what? Chat, do you think we can get away with Battlelord because it's polar? It's going to generate way more heat. Let's try it. Let's see. Can we get away with it? Oh, we can. Oh, we can. Thank Blake for the polar environment. Let's make it hot, chat.
Firing on target.
Oh, that's a lot of laser. We are melting the armor off of this guy. Oh yes, for sure, Mate. I am 100% from Texas, born and raised, so... It's maybe not as pronounced as people are used to hearing from the average Texan, but it's definitely there, for sure. And DSX, first time chatter in the stream. Welcome to the Saturday stream. Glad to have you. And apparently yet another person who was slapped in the face with a gift sub from Sierra. So Sierra, again, thank you for that gift sub, and thank you, DSX, for joining us here on this Saturday. Hopefully it's going well for you.
Move order received.
We got precision strike now, chat. We're going for the headshot. And that right there is why the commander is always, always the best choice for a duel, because If you give me a clear line of sight and precision strike, somebody is losing a head. I applaud the bravery of this Archer pilot.
Waiting for orders.
But, if you want to play that game, allow AFP to retort. We're not even going to kick him in the shin. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's kick him in the shin. Let's give him the kick in the shin, kick him in the dick, and give him the full alpha. And the laser vomit.
It's on.
And there goes the Archer.
That's a kill.
Mech-fu was indeed happening.
Mission successful.
That's... So, Mate, I understand the, hey, let's call it the cult of bad tactical decisions, and I have been tempted at times, but for me, the Tenori Tigers is a name that I have used not only in BattleTech, but in other games as well, for, like, my mercenary companies and stuff. So for me, it's just kind of a tradition. So yeah, we're not gonna get anything for salvage, but you usually don't from these missions. Again, duels are not for salvage, they're for money. Would have been nice to get one or both of those mechs though, but even at max picks, we wouldn't have gotten them. Too much salvage on the field. But that's okay, that's another mission down. Nobody died this time, so better than last time. But then again, duels, I think, and we've talked about this before, especially last stream when we spent so much time on Solaris, but duels are kind of where this company strives. That's what we're really good at, is the one-on-one, you know, fighting for your life, using outrageous designs, but still making them good. Okay, so Darius is complaining about experience. I guess we'll head to the barracks. Have a look. I know he's not complaining about the commander, because the commander is currently maxed out.
Good to go.
But, let's see. AFP, you've got a little bit of experience. I guess we can put you some points in piloting.
Mech warrior training complete.
Reporting.
We'll just continue down the trees that we've been doing for most of these folks. We're still waiting on that last point of gunnery for Bolo. Cody, you can upgrade here. I don't remember. Did Cody ever tell us what they wanted for their second skill? I don't recall, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's fair, Brayden. Darius is always complaining about something. I guess for now we'll wait.
Training complete.
I thought I had it written down in my notebook, but I don't.
Standing by.
Dark Sarah... I guess we can save up for that last point of tactics.
Reporting.
Thievius not quite there.
Standing by.
Game Master's not quite there.
Yes, Commander.
General Quarters still soaking up 9 days of paid vacation.
Ready for order.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Karos might as well get you some more piloting.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, right. The Mara picture, now that Mara has actually made it back to the stream. I thought they did, didn't they? Pretty sure I saw Mara come back. But we're almost there on the last point of guts for Kailania, so we'll save up for that. We'll save Mara for just a second. Oh, there you go. Mara is here. Well, okay. If so, there you go. There's the custom portrait that I did for Mara. So, some of you may or may not get this reference. I will wait and see if anybody gets it. Oh, Graveline, you missed us doing a duo duel with heavy mechs. It went about as you'd expect. We're I'm pretty confident in the Tiger's ability to duel. Gravelion, you're close. Not quite, but you are close. I'll say you got the right franchise. So, for those of you that don't know, yeah, Fate is a rabbit hole. For those of you that don't know, this is Napoleon, as in the Napoleon from Fate. I debated briefly using the Napoleon headshot from the recent Joaquin Phoenix movie, but I decided to go with this instead because it's more in line with what I would do. But as Mara has basically become the last word in vehicle artillery, Bland-Aid, that's just the picture. I didn't actually make it. I think the hair is supposed to be brown, but it comes out as red here. Oh, alright, now we have to do this, Chet. You made me do this. Just now. You made me do this. Hold on. Hold on a second. So first of all, if you don't know Fate, if you don't know the Fate franchise, it's like that. It's just like that. I will say though, alright, here we go. Let me see if we can get to the official art. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to give you guys a brief look at my web browser. I promise there's nothing incriminating there. Hold on just a second. There you go, chat. That is Napoleon in his most recent incarnation in the Fate franchise. And you can tell, just looking at the picture, the majority of the kind of art that you're going to find Napoleon in. So, if you don't know anything about Fate fan art, and you don't know anything about these kinds of things, I will tell you, just be happy with this picture, and do not go look any deeper. You will thank me. Alright. Let's see. Oh, they don't have his alternate costume. So there's an alternate costume for this character where he's basically just wearing the Speedo. But yeah, there you go, chat. That's Napoleon. That's the reference. For those of you that don't get it. Well, Gravelion, I have to admit to not being as deep as that, but I have done my time with Fate, and I did my time with FGO, and eventually had to give it up. Yeah, he's beefy though. He's a beefy boy. Anyway. Oh, right, I didn't actually finish leveling everybody up. We got to Mara, and then we stopped. We got sidetracked by Beefcake. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
How might I help? I'm here.
Let me double check everybody else and make sure we don't have anyone else ready to level up. Oh, we got the Nosy ready to level up, so let's go ahead and do that.
Commander.
Former battle armor pilot turned mech pilot.
Training complete.
And our man's Erst. I don't think Erst is gonna have any.
Come, Nerevar,
Oh,
friend
no?
or traitor, come.
Do we? I don't know, chat. What do you think? Do we give him more tactics since he's a scout? Or do we just save up for the gunnery? Because he's using all pulse lasers. How much gunnery do you need for pulse lasers at point blank range? I think we give him some
Mech
more
warrior
tactics.
Training complete.
Yeah, so I played FGO for probably a couple of years, and I enjoyed it because I liked the Fate franchise as a whole. But the microtransactions and the fact that, like, FGO is like, in my opinion at least, keep in mind, this is all opinion. In my opinion, FGO is like right on the borderline of pay to win. Like, it's just almost pay to win. Like, it's just shy of it. But it's almost pay to win because you're gonna get to a certain point in the story where you have to have, like, some of the best characters in the game or in specific classes, and you need a varied roster. And yeah, they let you bring in, like, helpers, but eventually you get to a point where you can't just brute force your way through the game with maxed out characters that you're borrowing from somebody else. And once you hit that point of the game, it's either pay your way to victory or you go in and you grind your tits off all day, every day, until you get the resources and the characters that you need. And it's rough. It really is. And that's the thing that made me stop playing it. That's the reason I gave up Fate eventually. Or gave up FGO specifically. I started playing Girls Frontline after that, which, if you guys are into BattleTech, it's more likely that you're familiar with that game. And I played Girls Frontline up until last year or the year before. Something. I played it pretty much from launch until just the last couple of years. And at that point, the grind just became so much for me, and I was like, I just don't have time. I will say this, Sierra. Girls Frontline is a lot more generous about its, it's a lot more generous about its gacha mechanics. I never spent a dime on Girls Frontline, and I had pretty much, at one point, when I stopped playing, I had all of the T-dolls. Like, the only ones that I didn't have were the ones that were brand new, and this was right around the time that they had just started the, God, I don't even remember what it is now, assimilation protocol, where you could capture the Sangvis girls, and that was the point where I stopped playing. But yeah, like, as a free player, I never spent a dime, and I had everything I needed to be successful in the game. Like, I never felt like I was being pressured into paying money in order to be competitive. Like, I still made the leaderboards, I still managed to clear every event without too much trouble and things like that. So, it is a much more forgiving and a much more generous gacha game than I think most people are used to. Whether or not you should get into it now is up for debate. As Gravelion said, Girls Frontline 2 is probably going to hit sometime next year. Although it is kind of a completely different game. Like, GFL 2 is, at least from what I've seen, looks like it's going to have more in common with the modern XCOMs or other tactical games than what it currently is. So, and that's fair, Sierra. I'm not trying to evangelize and say you should go play Girls Frontline. If you're not into gacha games, give it a pass. It doesn't hurt anything. But anyway, enough about people trying to steal your money. Let's talk about us stealing money from other people. Because we've got a couple of missions here that we can take. Actually, you know what? This may not be for the Taurians, but with this being a 2-skull and being a 419 on salvage, you guys already know, assassinate missions, you can get some really cool stuff. So I'm very tempted. I think we're going to go on this one. We're going to take max salvage. Oh, and it's against Comstar. We could find some really cool stuff on this assassination target. This could be a good mission for us, chat. Unfortunately, we're going to have to rebuild our lance composition. But that's okay. I like to alternate things around a little bit so that we can give everybody a chance to get on the field. Let's see. Why don't we take the Executioner? One of them, anyway. And I remember we had Rex as one of our pilots. Who was the other executioner pilot? Oh, it was Thenosi. It was Thenosi, huh? You know what? Why not both, right? Why not both? We'll give Bolo some time off. That'll save us some tonnage. Of course we're gonna put in Typhoon with the RKO. Of course I think we have to go with the nice wreck for that indirect fire support. Where's our man Sierra? Oh, I put Sierra in there. I'm an idiot. Try again. There we go. I mean, Gemini, it's not technically stealing, but I think the folks that we're taking the money and the salvage from would definitely consider it stealing. Let's see. You know what? We haven't given Erst any time on the field in a little while. Let's put him out there. Let's see. Kaimania, what were we doing with you? I forget. Tell me your secrets. Timberwolf and Hunchback. Oh, that's right. We put you in the rotary dial. Dark Sarah, we put you out in the Stormcrow, so maybe we'll do that again. Again, I'm always glad to give rookies time on the field. And I guess Cody is the only other rookie that we have that doesn't have their own designated mech yet, so we'll put him in there as well. Got one more mech slot, so you know what? How about... I guess we can give Kailania a little more time on the field. We really do need to revamp the rotary dial, though. Oh, you know what, Mate? I didn't even think about that. I forgot this is going to be our last stream before Christmas, and I promised you guys we were going to go back and pay Santa Claus a visit. And we were going to take our revenge measured in megatons. I completely forgot about that. We're actually in the neighborhood. We're actually in the right part of the galaxy, so maybe we'll do that. Once we clear out the missions on this planet, maybe we'll go pay Santa a visit. Hopefully he's not expecting us. Well, you know what, chat? I think this works out perfectly. We're just about able to fit everything in on our tonnage limit. Rommel, so that's gonna be Bamboozle and Game Master. You know him, you love him. Alright, Lemur, well, it was glad to have you as always. Sorry you didn't make it long enough to share your art, but feel free to share it with us on the Twitter machine all the same. Just because you're on the wall instead of in the mech cockpit doesn't mean that, that we won't take the offer, so by all means, if you want to, go for it. Otherwise, have a great weekend, have a great holiday, and we will catch you on the next one. Alright, let's make it hot, chat. Let's make it hot. But yeah, now that Mate has reminded me, we definitely have to go pay Santa a visit before the stream is over. No matter what. We got a score to settle. And I told you guys if I wasn't homeless by the time we did this, that I was going to go back and we were going to see Santa. And I am not, in fact, homeless. So I got to keep my promise. We might be able to take him, Rhubarb. We might be able to. It's still going to be a tough fight for sure, but we might be able to manage it. I'm definitely willing to give it a shot. The thing you got to remember about Santa and his boys, though, is they are ruthless. They come at you with what sounds too good to be true. They're like, oh, you know, we just want to fight you. We want to have a sparring match and test our skills. And you're like, that's okay. We can do that. And then they're like, hey, also, we're going to pay for all your repairs no matter what happens. And you're like, well, okay, that sounds even better. What's the downside? And then Santa's like, hey, also, if you manage to beat us, we're gonna give you a bitchin' mech that you can have just for beating us. And you're like, man, this is like win-win all around. What's the catch? And then what they don't tell you is, by the way, we're gonna be going for headshots the entire time. So that if we hit you, you're probably going to die. So yeah, maybe the thing that we should do is just go in commander duel and just headshot the guy and be done with it. Maybe we can get lucky and make that work, but we will see. Alright, so we've gotten a little bit of a weird drop on a little bit of a weird map. Camera's facing us in the wrong direction. We got some rough terrain, and it looks like they definitely... Oh yeah, they definitely have elevation on us. Alright. I mean, it's an assassination mission, so of course we're gonna start in contact. We always do. It's not a disaster. We've got a hill to protect us. As long as they didn't bring a bunch of artillery, we should be okay.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Thankfully, Erst's has the ECM kit in this mech, and as a direct result, is immune to sensor locks. But I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cheese, and we're gonna reserve everything down to 1. What is this? This is only a 30-ton mech. I will wait.
Alright, but
I
that
won't
makes
even
you-
move. Because that's how cheesy I am right now. I'm not gonna give them the pleasure of me moving forward.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
And the reason that I did that, chat, in case you're wondering, correct, Bland-Aid. That's why I did it. Because not only by doing that, it stripped all our evasion, but it also stripped all of theirs. So now they're not going to have the spawn protection evasion either. Which means now, if we move forward and make contact, they're not going to get some cheesy 8 evasion to dodge all of our shots. So we got a Shadowhawk. AC-5 Shadowhawk with some LRMs. And he's looking the other way, which is kind of strange. And then we get another 30-ton mech. I think we defensive formation, just to protect from incoming fire. And we'll see what they're gonna do. Well, Mara, always be careful of the terrain, because if it's the same map as this one, that terrain
Oh, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
can be very, very dangerous. Alright, let's take a wide berth here.
Oh, I don't like going fast. It's
Get ourselves
scary.
up to 8 evasion. And again, very, very strange. We got a spider, so they're probably either going to jump down the hill or try to harass. I'm genuinely surprised we're not seeing more in the way of opposition yet.
Yes, Commander.
Stormcrow, thankfully, with Ultra
Reported
AC2s,
confirmed.
all you need is a hill, and the rest is easy. I don't know if it's worth it to fire on a 16%, though. Nah, let's just go target prediction. That way the people that do have a better shot will have better odds of actually hitting that spider.
I'm receiving you.
Like, for example... Oh, no, that's right. I forget. The RKO is all SRMs all day.
Affirmative.
So no, it turns out the RKO is not going to be the one to take the shot. But we did bring the nice rack. And we know the nice rack can lay down that hurt, especially at long range. So computer's definitely thinking hard.
Oh, God, they hit me. Son of a bitch.
What's up, boss?
I agree, Tex. I agree. I'm sorry, I agree, Kairos. Son of a bitch would also be my reaction to being hit. Especially in a VTOL in BattleTech. You want to talk about the scariest thing in the world is being in an aircraft, a VTOL aircraft, not like an aerospace fighter, but like something that's relatively slow. On a battlefield in BattleTech. Yeah, that would be some scary shit to me. Ched, does target prediction stack? Because if so, I can target prediction again. But if it doesn't stack, we might as well just take the shot. Screw it. We'll just take the shot. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, so, I know we want to find out. The only problem is, do we actually have something here that tells us? Let's see. Punch hit chance bonus, bulwark, forest. Yeah, it doesn't actually show anything here in the interface for that. Are we getting anything here? Resolve generation. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's giving us anything here either, which is very strange. Well, there we go. Thanosi says it does not stack. And honestly, I'm inclined to believe that, because if they're not giving us anything in the interface to represent that, then my assumption is that it doesn't stack. Which is fine. Again, it's fine. We got 20 rounds of ammo. Let's take a shot. Maybe we get lucky.
Acknowledged.
We did not get lucky, chat.
Damn it.
And Mate, for me, quad mechs, I don't have strong feelings one way or the other, if I'm being honest. I think a lot of them are goofy looking. Oh, that's artillery. I think a lot of them are goofy looking, but speaking strictly from a mechanical perspective, I don't think there's anything wrong with them. In my experience, they tend to be a little more lightly armored than their two-legged counterparts, but they make up for that with the ability to carry a little heavier weaponry than most stuff in their weight class. So, you know, it's a give and take, like a lot of things in BattleTech. So yeah, I don't know what this is. It's a 55-ton mech, so... I mean, it could be a lot of things. At 55 tons, that's one of the most populated weight categories in BattleTech, so... It could be a whole lot of things. Oh yeah, come on, baby. 43% chance? I think Game Master can make this shot.
Affirmative. Damn it.
Game Master, what are you doing to me right now?
Orders?
You're supposed to set the tempo, dude. Bad vibes. Bad vibes. Wow, Bamboozle has a better shot. That's depressing.
Roger that.
And another miss. Man, swing and a miss with the Gauss. Correct, Sierra. The only ones that are allowed to have artillery is us. No one else is allowed to bring artillery to the field.
Commander?
See, Kailania with the rotary dial. I think we do need to start moving on the left flank a little bit. I don't know. I don't think we can get up the hill here, but there might be some enemies on the back side of the mountain that we could potentially flank. 10%, 23%. Yeah, I think we'll just save. Save the ammo. The rotary dial does not have enough ammo to go flinging shells for no reason. And of course our man's Sierra doesn't even need to move. Let's see. The Shadowhawk definitely has less evasion, so let us, in a polar environment, Battle Lord, and then give him the full alpha. As you do. Not quite as effective as I had hoped. But at the very least, we're letting them know we mean business.
Accelerating to maximum speed.
And we'll move up the executioners. Thankfully, with them being a little beefier, they'll be able to take some hits as we try to get up the hill.
Throttling up for what
If they make the mistake of letting us get close, then that's going to be bad for them all around. We'll go ahead and take the PPC shots because, again, energy weapons are free and we might get lucky. We did actually get one hit on that.
awaiting orders.
And speaking of artillery, let's intensify firepower, as you do. And I kind of want to shoot at the spider, even though the Shadowhawk would be the easier target to hit. And let me tell you why. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what they all say, Sierra. But here's the thing. If Mara keeps with the tradition and gets a direct hit or somewhere in the neighborhood on this spider, it's probably gone. Hey, you know what? The other thing, too, Sierra, don't forget, this is a tundra map, so it's kind of cold outside. Just saying. I say we take the shot at the spider.
I understand.
Oof. Oof. That's a big miss. That is a big miss. That, like, went down the hill over here. Alright. Alright. Maybe we should have gone with the better shot. That was my mistake.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
So in typical fashion, we will sprint Kairos out here to get us some visual recon. Are they really only throwing one lance in the target at us? So we gotta have Festus. That would definitely be our Arrow 4 platform. And oh no, they put a coil on a flea. Chet, how do you even do that? I thought the coil alone was like 12 tons or something. How do they even have... How? I don't understand. Like, theoretically, there shouldn't even be enough room for a pilot in that thing. I don't get it. The flea is only 20 tons. It is literally the lightest mech class in the game. So for them to be able to put a coil on that, I almost want to salvage that thing to try to figure out how they did that.
Awaiting orders.
Because if you had told me, you know, before this mission that that was even possible, I wouldn't have believed it.
Copy that.
Alright, let's see. I think it's sad that we have better accuracy on the Shadowhawk in the elevated position than we do on the spider that's level, because it has 5 evasion. Somehow that just seems wrong. But a hit from an AC-2 is going to do more damage to a spider than a Shadowhawk, so I think we're going to shoot at the spider anyway.
Confirmed.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. With 8 shots down range, I was hoping we'd get at least a couple of hits.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Alright, Ersts. This is what you live for, buddy. So we'll do what we usually do. We'll give them the kick in the dick. Actually, you know what? Let's maybe not face our rear armor to the Shadowhawk. Because that feels like it would be a bad idea. But we'll kick him in the dick, and we'll give him the full alpha.
A noble blow indeed.
Yeah, I mean...
No escape, no intervention can work in this place.
And that's why if somebody offers you a place in your mercenary company and they ask you to pilot the spider, just say no. Just go work at a space Starbucks or something. Because it's going to be a lot less dangerous and probably pay better. But yeah, no, it's it might be stolen clanner bullshit to make that flea work. Like I said, I genuinely want to look at it now. I'm actually curious. I'm beginning to feel like maybe we can't actually get up here. I mean, maybe we can. But that looks very steep. And based on my previous experience with Mech Warrior, or not Mech Warrior, but my previous experience with BattleTech,
Double time. Let's go.
there is a legitimate fear in me that it's not actually going to let us climb up here. I think we'll take the precise strike, as you do. And that gives us not terrible accuracy.
Firing on target.
No AC hits. That is unfortunate. And that damn arrow 4, it's gonna hurt.
Is light.
And Voren Carlson rolling into the chat for the first time, thanks to a gift sub from Dark Sarah. So Voren, welcome to the stream on a Saturday. Hopefully you're having an outstanding day so far. And again, Dark Sarah, thank you for the gift sub,
Commander.
bringing the folks into our last stream before Christmas. I mean, that's fair, troubleshooter. I mean, what can I say? I got assets. I mean, it wouldn't be me if I didn't acknowledge it.
Moving at full throttle.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. My wardrobe is carefully selected. Are we really stuck on this hill? Like, we can't... I don't... BattleTech, why? Why, BattleTech?
Moving out.
Well, I guess the Rommels aren't really gonna go much of anywhere. Oh, shit. Look at that. Chat, we got sex number. On the other hand, we got even better chances to hit the Hephaestus, and I kinda want that arrow 4 out off the field. So I think we're gonna go with the precision shot, the 99%.
Engaging.
I don't like artillery when it's on the other side. Troubleshooter doing well so far. Doing better than the last couple of missions. We did lose a pilot right at the beginning of the stream. One of our rookies, Caffeinated Lemur. But we avenged them. Yeah? We did not let that go unpunished. And so, we're trying to make it up by doing better. Take the headshot with Game Master, because if anybody's gonna get it, it's gonna be Game Master. And did not get the headshot, but we almost got a knockdown. We did not lose the mech troubleshooter, we only lost the pilot, although the mech was in pretty bad shape. And Sierra gifted another sub, this time to Oxford Comma, so thank you very much, Sierra, for the generosity. And Paranoid coming in, answering with 5 more subs to the community. As well, Kermie Phi coming into the stream for the first time. Responding to the comment about the XL engine that I have installed, which expands into the side torsos. That is a good observation. And then Sierra, of course, slapping Kermie in the face with a gift sub. Sierra, Paranoiac, thank you so much for the generosity. You guys do not have to do that, but I absolutely appreciate that you do. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the community. And thank you for the generosity right before Christmas. And for those of you that are coming in, or those of you that just got here, got your gift subs from these folks, be sure to thank them. And welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, where as always we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. In fact, we have the only remaining crates of ecto-cooler in the galaxy. So enjoy it while it lasts. I think now is probably going to be the best time for the rotary dial, so let's hit it. Let's make it hot.
Roger that.
Hopefully we get some good hits. There we go. That gives us the knockdown, which is exactly what I wanted. And their panic level is already critical. So if we get really lucky and give them a couple more tickles, they might punch out. Yeah, and as Sierra says, for those of you that were not here at the beginning of the stream, I do want to wish everybody a happy holidays, a happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever you celebrate, whatever makes this time of year special for you. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that it's an outstanding time for you and your friends and family, or even if you spend this time of year alone. Hopefully it's still an outstanding time, and I hope that you enjoy a little time off from work, or just a little time to relax. Yeah, that would be great, Bolo, if they implemented some physics so that you can actually knock guys off of cliffs and stuff.
Location confirmed.
Now, with the Hephaestus actually being on the ground, normally it's company procedure to answer artillery with artillery. But in this case, I think we're gonna let Sierra answer the artillery with a lot of missiles. A lot of missiles. Let's see, how many missiles? Is it 80? I believe it's 80, right? Yeah, with 80 LRMs. Directly to the center torso. Enjoy. And somehow,
Taking a critical hit.
that donkey survived to eject. I'll take an ejection. I will take an ejection. But I am amazed that mech survived the volley that we just threw at it.
I'm here.
Alright, so the executioners, again, we're trying to charge up the hill here, but
Boy, here we go.
unfortunately, they just have an extremely advantageous position on us this time around.
Throttle.
Oh, you know what? We might be able to get some hits with the AC-10, especially if we precise strike. Let's see, 28% to 43%? I'll take it.
You brought this on yourself.
Damn it.
That's a clean miss.
Yeah, I know it's a miss, Rex. Thank you.
What's the plan?
However, Karos is a little close to the Shadowhawk, but he's not too close to that flea, and I don't like that flea. I've never actually been hit by a coil. I don't want today to be the first time. That's a good question, Gemini. I've always wondered that about the ejection seats, the yeet seats in battle mechs.
Certainly.
Hell, that wasn't the worst shot in the world. But I've always wondered that about the yeet seats, is like, do they always eject straight up? Or do they, is there a gyroscope in it that always orients the ejection directly
man,
up?
We're on our flank. This is like Chosin Reservoir all over again.
It's alright, Karos. It'll be alright.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Yeah, I'm genuinely wondering, because we're supposed to destroy the Lance here, and we've damaged the remaining 2 mechs without getting any indication that we hit the target. So the target has got to be... Oh, the target is over here. Well, that changes things up a little bit then, doesn't it? If that's the case, then I think we need to start moving this direction. See if we can actually get visual on the target. The only problem is I don't... Nah, we might be able to get over there. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Oh, I see. That's the little tidbits of lore that I don't know anything about, Mara. But yeah, That's always something that I always wondered, and you get those weird things too, with like, oh yeah, here's a non-oriented ejection, or here's a sideways ejection, or something like that. I mean, obviously it would be really
Come,
tough to
Nerevar,
implement that
friend or
on a
traitor,
mech-by-mech basis, but I think it would be interesting if you, like, knock a guy on the back and then they eject top-wise and end up killing the pilot as a result. Although that wouldn't really matter for the computer, it would matter a whole lot for us if one of our pilots ejected. So I think, because Erst is so
Come, Nerevar,
fast,
friend or traitor, come.
I think we're immediately going to send him this direction, since we know that the target is in this direction. Again, the only problem is, I don't know if we can actually cross this water. We may not be able to. And if not, then I'm not sure how we're going to get to the target. Yeah, we can climb the side of the hill, which is good news.
Commander?
In the meantime... Oh no, we lost visual on the coil. Son of a... Alright, well I guess we'll just precise strike the Shadowhawk then. 64% is not bad. It's not quite sex number, but I'll take it.
Roger that.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I would have preferred more damage, but you can't expect big hits with AC2s.
Good to go.
Every once in a while you get a lucky headshot with them, but for the most part they're just there to panic people and reduce stability. Alright, let's see. What's the highest point? This is like the highest point right about here.
Copy that.
And we can take a shot at the flea, but we basically have no chance to hit. Alright, well that's the problem with rookies. They don't have great chances to hit anyway. I guess we take the shot regardless. Maybe we get lucky.
Copy that.
Hey, there we go. 'Cause the thing about rookies is they're gonna get more experience if they get kills, so it makes sense to take the shot even if you're not gonna necessarily hit. Let's see. SRMs. Wait, can we... If I go down here, can we actually... We can actually take the shot with the SRMs. I'm not gonna do that, though.
Got it. Full
Because that's
speed,
going to put
no
us even
target.
closer to the valley and make it easier for them to hit us. Let's see.
Father?
Our tanks... I'm not even going to move the tanks at this point. I don't think there's much point in it. Point. Take the 56.
Target confirmed.
Then. Man.
Failed to connect.
An AFP rolling into chat. Welcome, AFP. Glad to see you. Glad you could join us on this Saturday for a stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Outside the game, of course. You're not dead yet inside the game, so that's always a good start. Aye, Game Master. Intensify firepower, buddy. I mean, if anybody was gonna take the 25% shot, don't we have to give Game Master the chance? He has a reputation. I think we have to let him try. Oh. Oh, man.
Negative
So
damage.
close.
Repeat.
So
Negative damage.
close. That's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. I'm getting a little irritated with this Shadowhawk. Oof, that's rough, AFP. Sorry to hear about all that, but hopefully you can spend a little time in the stream and improve your day at least a little bit. I wish the best for you and your family, of course. Not that thoughts and prayers actually amount to anything, but do hope the kid gets to feeling better, and same with the mother-in-law. I don't know how your relationship is with your mother-in-law, but... let's see. Kailania, and I see you, yes, now. Hydration incoming. And Mumvin76 rolling in, first time chatter in the stream. Coming over from the YouTube VODs. Welcome, Mumvin. Glad to have you. Glad you could make a stream for a change. Hopefully you're having an outstanding Saturday. Yeah, track tension. I would 100% welcome destructible environments in this game, or, you know, as well in a hypothetical BattleTech 2 that we now know we'll never actually get. But that would have been fun, to have destructible terrain. I think we're gonna Battle Lord just for that little tiny accuracy buff, and we'll take the shots. Maybe we get lucky on the Shadow Hog. Yeah, we did get a couple of hits. I'll take it. I will take it.
Yes, Commander.
And Sierra with the nice rack. No, not that way. You know what? I still don't like the flea. And I think LRMs are going to do a lot more damage to a light mech than they will to a medium. So let's give them the full alpha. Well, Rex, glad to see you as always, even if you're just lurking out there somewhere. I always tell you, you're always welcome, and your presence is always appreciated, even if you're just listening, even if you're just vibing. That's all that matters. And Flegluck, coming into the stream, saying, glad they finally made one for once. Well, first of all, welcome to the Saturday stream, and second of all, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, as you as well get slapped in the face with a Christmas gift sub from Sierra. Sierra, thank you so much for the generosity once again.
Talk to me.
Hooking the people up right before Christmas. Growing the cult of bad tactical decisions all the time. You guys are far too generous for me. I do not deserve you at all. But I appreciate it all the same. You know what? In an instance where we can actually hit with the heavy lasers, I guess we gotta try, right? Oh yeah, look at that. We'll never forget, Fleglock. I put the tag untactical in this stream for a reason.
No.
Whatever tactics or strategy says we should do, you can bet we're gonna try to do the opposite. Alright, 2 PPCs at 43% accuracy. We can up that with Precise Strike. Do we want to try with the RL40? Because I think... Yeah, that's right. We do have the reload. So let's do it. Let's give him 40 rockets.
Hope this is enough.
Oh, Tenori, look at that. Good hits. Outstanding work. Didn't even need the rockets.
My flamer is empty.
Tenori, look, it's not a flamer. I know it gets hot, but
Yes,
it's a
Commander.
rocket launcher. Come on. Alright, Mara. You don't have great chances to hit this guy, but we're gonna shoot at the head anyway. With 30% chance. And there goes the flea in a giant ball of fire. You love to fucking see it. Mara is a surgeon with this artillery. It is insane. Now you see, this is why you got the picture. This is why I gave you the Napoleon portrait. Oh, that's okay, Mara. I wasn't expecting salvage on a 20-ton Meg. If we did, it would have been luck. Oh no, don't worry, Bland-Aid. It's not the long time. It's Mara. Mara OP, please nerf. Actually, you know what? Maybe don't, because I like being able to just one-time any mech from anywhere on the map. That's a very useful ability.
Advancing, I guess.
just the tip. Just
Location
the
confirmed.
tip. And Lebanon, I'm sorry. Lebanon 762 when the insanely generous $6.90. Nice. Thank you for the donation, Lebanon. I appreciate it. I've seen you out there in chat just a little bit, so don't think you got missed. Thank you so much for the generosity. You guys do not have to do that, but I appreciate it. It does mean a lot. Thank you for supporting me and the stream, supporting this community, and making it what it is. I would not be here without you guys. Yeah, in that case, the round coming out of the long tom probably weighed as much as the mech that it hit.
On my way.
And it looks like, oh boy, Erst can in fact cross this river. So he is on the hunt. Alright, did it?
God,
Oh,
was
I think it
sleeping.
booted
What
us
do you
out
want?
of the full turn-based. Well, let's see.
You're asking
There
a
we
lot
go.
of an old guy.
Oh! It looks like there's more than just the target. Holy crap, Chet. That's just the bodyguard. That's a 10 CS. That's the Gauss Rifle Night Star. And that's just the bodyguard. Dark Sarah, I'm pretty sure they don't measure the long tom in millimeters. I think they just measure it in compact sedan. Yeah, I'm hoping that 9 evasion will protect Karos. Because we have seen him get sniped out of the air by Gauss weapons before. It might, in hindsight, have been a not great idea to move that far up. We will still move our people forward though. In this case, I think side slip would be perfect. For I'm sorry.
Receiving you.
There you go. I was about to say, side slip is going to be perfect for Game Master. I kind of want to move him up here. I want to get him to an elevated position as quickly as possible. And yes, side slip is basically cheating because it just turns your vehicle into a helicopter for one turn. Thankfully, Mara doesn't actually need any of that because we should be able to hit from here regardless. Yeah, we absolutely can. Alright, Mara, whatever you do. Oh wait, no, we can't. Holy shit. Is it because we're pointed the wrong direction? What the hell? Are we outside the effective range of a long tom? Because I didn't think that was possible. Correct, Gemini. And if you're familiar, that is very similar to what both the Germans and the Soviets had to say of American doctrine in World War II. It's impossible to plan against these jokers because they don't even plan.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Alright, so first things first, we gotta get Karos out of here. I don't want him getting... I don't want him getting schwacked by a Night Star, so we're gonna get him out of there. Now that we know where the enemy is,
Standing by.
we can plan accordingly.
Confirmed.
Although knowing that he's going up against assault mechs, I don't know if sending Erst in alone is gonna be a great idea. Oh yeah, Sierra. If you're catching noise, that's probably, again, the landscaper
Come,
guys in the
Nerevar,
background.
friend or traitor, come.
They are currently using a leaf blower a unit or two over from me. That might be what you're hearing.
What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
I have noise cancellation turned up on all my stuff, but that's loud enough that I can't really do much about it,
Yes, Commander.
sadly. I could just mute if you guys want. Yeah, no, these guys, I mean, they work hard. I'm not gonna give the landscapers shit for doing their job, but, there's very little concern for what anyone might be doing at the time that they come out here. I guess the silver lining is, for me at least, that they don't do it at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday anymore like they used to. That was like, they would come out very, very early in the morning, and it was like, oh my god, what the hell is wrong with you? So, yeah. Apologies for the ugly sound. Not much to be done. I guess this is effectively my version of Mr. Train, and if you get that reference, well, if you know, you know. I won't spoil it for the folks that don't know. Yeah, it sounds like a Dyson, doesn't it? I will mute when they get a little closer, because, it sounds like they're moving in this direction. And once they get under the window, you're not even gonna hear me, you're just gonna hear leaf blower. So, I apologize if I suddenly mute, but that will be why when it happens. There you go. Pistol, you can do the Captain America thing. I understood that reference. Yeah, no, it's... that is the residents here. We all made multiple complaints about the landscaping guys coming in early in the morning and just, you know, turning on lawnmowers and leaf blowers and shit before the sun even came up. Flintlock, a streak medium laser is exactly what it sounds like. It's just like a streak launcher. It only fires when it's gonna hit. Which is kind of useless on an energy weapon, if I'm being honest. Especially when it's attached to a vehicle, because vehicles generally don't have to worry about heat very much. So it's kind of a weird addition to the Rommel, but it is a thing. I don't think I've seen any of them for sale, but they do exist.
Need something?
Alright, unfortunately, with the nice rack, we're gonna have to get closer, because the clan LRMs do not have a great range on them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to mute up. He's getting pretty close. So, I apologize in advance, chat.
I've got your back. Aye, aye.
Yeah?
Hey, you think so? Reporting. Moving lightning fast. Follow my lead.
Oh, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
go. Firing a full set.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Come, Nerevar.
Commander? On it.
Standing by. Commander?
Got something you want done? Roger that. I copy.
Aye, aye. Go into full throttle.
What's up, huh? On the move. Full speed. Got a lot. How can I help? Moving it at the sprint. Affirmative. What a waste.
Sorry about that, chat. But when I said that they get very, very close, I mean, these motherfuckers get up under my door with that leaf blower. So, for the last couple of minutes, it's been nothing but leaf blower sound all up in my apartment, so... apologies. But yeah,
Mission
holy
successful.
shit. Holy shit. Headshot on the Night Star, headshot on the target, didn't even have to use the artillery. Good gravy. Insane shots all around, from Rex, from Game Master. That's some good shit. That is some good shit. And I've said this before, that's the difference between rookies and experienced pilots. You are correct, General Quarters. Assuming we get the salvage on it, we just got another Night Star. Yeah, I don't even know what a super medium laser is. I don't think I've ever heard of it. So let's see. Again, should be no injuries, no real anything bad on our end. Another outstanding mission. So let's see. We could take the Night Star because we do have 4 picks. We could also take some parts on the Palace, but I don't know what a Palace actually is. I mean, I know what it looks like. God damn it. Hold on, Chad. Sorry about that, chat. Good God. It's like this guy was just not gonna give up. It does sometimes feel like I stream for days. No, typically, I stream between 6 and 10 hours. I don't actually plan on streaming 10 hours today. But we will be streaming for a little while at least. Again, I apologize profusely for Leafblower Man, who clearly has got some kind of a grudge against me specifically. But while we've been sitting here the entire time, let me go back over some stuff. First of all, Crew Card, thank you for joining us on this Saturday. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. And you are correct. Night Stars are in fact good mechs. And permission to post a link. Well, as long as it's not a Rick and Roll or your penis AFP, then I guess we can make that happen. So give me just a second here. And enjoy the ballad of Mr. Leafblower in the background. I mean, I would think there's no leaves anywhere in this part of the state with as long as this guy's been going at it. But I wanted to ask if General Quarters is still in here. And if so, whether they would rather use the Night Star that we just picked up with the double Gauss, or if they'd rather go with the Night Star that we picked up from Solaris. So yeah, there you go. General Quarters, which do you prefer? Do you prefer the 10 CS, or the WP? Yeah, it's a little goofy. What's oh damn? What did I miss? Oh, track tension. The one that we get from Solaris definitely runs hot because it's all missiles and all energy and all missiles. So yeah, it does run hotter. Pumpkin pie. So this actually reminds me of some moonshine that I have in my liquor cabinet. I don't know, I might have told you guys about the moonshine, but it's like genuine start a leaf blower in the background with this stuff. Like that's how powerful it is. But yeah, it's yeah, I can still hear the leaf. Like just hearing this leaf blower is pissing me off now at this point. Like, it is actually making me angry. And if you're hearing singing AFP, you might be hearing I'm actually playing a song in the background from Katamari Damacy. So that might be what you're hearing. General Quarters? I don't remember. I think you're just very generalist in your skill set.
Yes, Commander.
You're not specialized in any particular weapon set, so, I mean, with precision, you'd probably be better with the Gauss rifles, making those 1 in a million headshots. I mean, I like Moonshine Gravelion. I've partaken many times before, but at the end of the day, it's not something that I can easily get here where I'm at because I don't live in the part of the state where you typically run into the hee-haw boys. Yeah, Katamari was great. It was an outstanding game. Just came out of nowhere, and it was just outstanding. But yeah, we don't have the other set of mech bays unlocked currently, and we don't really have the time to wait for that to happen. So we're gonna have to make some room in the mech bay. I guess we can store this Thunderbolt, although I did kind of want to do some stuff with it, but we can save that for a little bit later. And apparently at some point, I guess 20 minutes ago, when Leaf Blower Man decided to start his symphony, I missed Yes Now and their resubscription for their 2nd month, saying thanks YouTube for shelling me Maria, and thank you Sierra for the gift subscription that started me. Well, thank you, Yes Now, for being here and for coming back. I'm glad that I have created the kind of content that makes you want to join us on the streams. And, you know, if YouTube was the thing that brought you here, then I won't complain. Can you, Linky? Can you, Linky? I guess you can, Linky. There you go. General quarters at this point, I'm trying to give you the Night Star. The other one might go to someone else down the line, but don't worry about that. You decide how you want to do this. I told you before, you've been talking about that Night Star since the very first stream you ever showed up in. So you tell me what you want. Oh my, and there's the first of the Tau battle suits. So for those of you that don't know, Bolo is a painter and a commission painter. I don't know, Bolo, if you do that full time or if it's just something you do on the side, but yeah, they do a lot of painting work and they often like to share it here with the stream. Well, I'll tell you what, I will make the executive decision and I'm gonna say we're putting General Quarters in the Gauss Night Star. Oh, you want the Heresy? You take the Heresy. Okay, alright. I'm okay with that too. Heresy it is. And that'll give us a couple more slots here, because we do actually have, I think there was one more mech, if I remember right, that we needed to put together in here. I might be remembering wrong. Let me see. We have so much stuff in the bay now. I feel like I need to... Oh, no, we got enough for the Shadowhawk. I'm not gonna keep it. But we can at least put one together. So yeah, Shadowhawk, well, I don't know. Was it... No, it was a Phoenix Hawk, because I always get the two confused. Let's see, what is this version? Oh, it was the Hatchet Man, you're right. It was in fact the Hatchet Man that I was thinking of. I think, again, the Shadowhawk, we'll go ahead and store it. I don't know that I'm gonna sell it. A Shadowhawk is a decent mech. Down. There we go. Yes. So chat, which is better? I mean, okay, because you guys are gonna know this better than me. Is the 3X or the 6S gonna be better for somebody who is intentionally charging into melee as much as possible? Because I feel like the 3X is gonna be the one to go with. 3X, yeah. That's what I was thinking too. I guess we'll go with the 3X. It's fine. There we go. I mean, I just like the idea of the 3X anyway because it's more of a goofball design. We really do need to clear some stuff out of here though, now that I'm thinking about it, because we got a lot of crap in here that I don't think we're ever going to use. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this Executioner part because we've already got 2, and unless we head back to clan space, I don't think we're gonna run into another one anytime soon. The Heliopolis, I mean, at this point in the campaign, I don't think we really need it. I'm still holding out for that Orion though. Someday we're gonna get ourselves another Orion. You already got 3 Timberwolves. I kind of want to hold out for the Summoner, but we've already got one of them. Well, Graveline, we do still have one of the Whitworths. And I can't bring myself to sell it. I just can't bring myself to sell it. I don't think we're gonna see a Kingfisher either. That's a pretty rare mech even when you're in clan space. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that too. I don't know if we'll ever use the sledge. I mean, I know it's a unique variant, but at the same time, I just, like, I don't see us using it. It didn't strike me as a great mech to begin with. The Sun Spider, again, I might have put one together if we were still in clan space, but at this point, let's just make some room in the hold. Same with the Summoner. We can build up another Summoner sometime down the line. All we gotta do is go visit the green turkeys again, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to give us another Summoner. Go ahead and get rid of that Evan Jaguar part. I think I'll hang on to the Mad Dog just for the hell of it. Again, we don't really need the regular Rifleman because we've got 2 of the 2C variants. Let me see. Don't really need another Griffin. I mean, we're gonna clean house. We're gonna clean house, Jet. I'm gonna get rid of just about everything that we're not keeping. Let's see. Another Stormcrow. Don't think we need that. We're gonna be rich when this is done, by the way. Hephaestus? Maybe. I mean, I might... I guess we'll hang on to that one for now. Egg cooker, yes, indeed. The Rifleman is a toasty boy. The 2C especially. I guess we'll get rid of the 2C Wyvern. Conjurer, I'm sorry, because if you're a filthy clanner. We'll hang on to the other ones because we're more likely to run into another Wolverine out here. Or one part shy of a Centurion, so I'll hang on to those. I'm gonna keep the Dream alive on the Hunchback 2C. I don't know if we'll ever run into another one, but I'm gonna keep those 3 parts just in case. We have run into Firestarter Omnis against Word of Blake and Comstar. So I'll hang on to that just in case as well. Shadowcat, Phantom, meh. I mean, I agree. Dark Sarah, normally, but I like to have a tidy bay. Like, the problem that I'm having right now is we have so much stuff in here that I just forget what we have. And then I go looking for a mech that I'm trying to put together, and I'm like, oh, what mech was I looking for? And then completely forget about it, so. Woolly Woolridge. I don't know, it depends on which word you're talking about. Have we heard the word? If the word is bird, then I think we've all heard that word. But, if you've come to evangelize the word of Blake, you probably won't find many supporters in this chat, although you are still welcome nonetheless. We welcome all, even clanners, in this merry band of misfits. And here's our Hatchet Man, which, I mean, perfect picture, by the way. Just, you know, the hand up with the axe up, ready to just go ham on somebody. It's kind of a... I mean, I know this is base game, but it's just... Like, this is literally my first time seeing a Hatchet Man in the game, and I'm kind of just like, I don't know what to think about it. Oh, the Irby. Yeah, the Irby is the word. Indeed. With that being said, again, for those of you that don't know, Tex is re-releasing his Irby video, and I have been told that it goes hard. And hard was capitalized. So it does have the hatchet. Bunch of support weapons. I mean, maybe we just leave this like it is. It's not a terrible design in the state that it's in. I might replace one of these with a heavy laser. Maybe swap out the heatsink kits, put a bigger engine in it. But, I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with this Hatchet Man as it is, other than the 180 engine. Yeah? Like, if this is Erst we're talking about, then we basically have to put a 300 in it. We can't not put a 300 in it. And Sierra gifted another sub, this time to Mnemonic Man, which is probably the most wordy of the superheroes. Thank you so much, Sierra, for another gift sub. And Mnemonic Man, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions. Hopefully you can help us with, you know, that sort of... Oh, wait, I'm thinking... No, that's right, that's right. I was thinking of a different word, and I was like, mnemonic? No, wait, that's not right. I was thinking the man was a disease. So I apologize in advance. Do we just 380? Do we make this an 84 ton? There's no way. There's no way you could put a 380 in here. But we gotta do some heresy on this Hatchet Man at some point. God, look at the arms, though. Like, I have a thing about arms, and I don't like arms that stick out like that. Just doesn't sit right with me. But we gotta do some heresy on this thing. We will. But for right now, we spend far too much time just dicking around in the mech bay. But I think there's a little bit of modification that I want to do to the Night Star, but we'll have to worry about that once it actually gets rebuilt. I say we get in here, get stuck in for one more... Well, you know what? Yeah, we'll do at least one more mission, and then we'll spend some time in the mech bay with the Night Star.